This is your fucking moment. You only get one moment in life.
My throat's sore, had a sore throat for a month and a half, and this is not an acoustic environment that's suitable to request this from me.
I don't give a fuck.
Your language is offensive. Fuck you. It's called mind fucking. You ever been mind fucked before?
Hiding your valuables in your anus.
Oh my God! Why does this keep happening to me?
Broadcasting live from the Cocaine Energy Supplement Studio in downtown Cleveland.
This is the funnest night ever!
And the nipples. I'll take 2.
On MorningshowCentral.com.
Don't interrupt me again.
Okay.
You think you got issues?
Please, enlighten me.
Wait till you get a load of these clowns.
Who the fuck are you?
Come here to get your weekly fix of Sick and Twisted.
Yeah, it's got its tongue up my ass.
No.
It's Uncensored Net Noise.
Come on in. Oh, and bring your whore. We'll all do some bluff.
What the fuck's going on? Leave it alone.
On MorningshowCentral.com.
Yeah, that was probably the first sign of the apocalypse.
Previously on Uncensored Net Noise.
Kids getting hammered off hand sanitizers. They're separating the alcohol through a distillation process. And
it's like moonshining all over again. I'm waiting for the copper pot to come out and everything, and kids got it in their backyard and shit. If you drink hand sanitizer, you're going to die. Plain and simple, man. You're going to die.
Health experts.
You're going to see fucking pink elephants. All right, go on.
Everything is closing in. All this emptiness, it surrounds me. With everything I feel, I just know, oh, it's changing. Doesn't matter where I go, 'cause I just can't sleep without you here. I just wanna let you know that you make me weak. And now
Ron's here, so I guess he didn't fuck up this week.
I'm surrounded.
Well, he might have, because the band still isn't here yet.
All these memories, they surround me. Now only broken dreams are all that I found. Oh, it's
Did you hear that the one of the members from the Beastie Boys passed away, Joe Dirt?
Yeah. Yes, I did.
Yeah, it's kind of sad though. He fought a good fight with his cancer, but we'll talk about it in the show.
Now I feel like you got the best of me. It doesn't matter where I go, 'cause I just can't sleep without you.
You ever watch two people fight with a samurai sword and a chainsaw before?
No.
Okay, well, you will tonight.
I just want to let you know that you make me weak, and now I feel I'm surrounded. I'm caught in my feelings again. They're ringing out inside my head. It's in everything that exists.
Did you see the burnt crispy woman, Joe Dirt, online?
Yeah.
She didn't look too she's burnt, dude. Very burnt.
I like what Alan Cox threw up there.
No, what did he put?
The picture from the horror movie from 1988.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and her face is all ripped off.
Yeah, yeah. That's
The walls are slowly closing in. And now I can't pretend. It doesn't matter where I go, 'cause I just can't sleep without you here. I just wanna let you know that you make me weak, and now
I got this monitor fixed over by me now. I can actually see what's going on in the studio, and I don't like it. You know why? Because it makes me look fat.
it doesn't matter where I go, because I just can't sleep.
I got this blemish right here. No, it's the other side. It's right there.
Some nice dead air right there.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm just checking the little blemish.
Without you here, I just wanna let you know that you make me weak, and now I fear I'm surrounded.
All right, you want to call the show? The number's 888-668-0742 or get to the website, morningshowcentral.com. Joe Dirt's in there. I'm in there right now. We do have the band at No End, not in studio yet, but they will be here shortly. They're running a little late. As a matter of fact, I might just send Ron up front real quick to find out if they're actually here yet. If that wireless mic will actually reach up front. If it does, awesome. If it doesn't, hey, I don't know.
It was all staticky.
Was it? You know
I'll
what?
try.
Do this. Go in there in the main studio, and there's another wireless mic in there on the stand. It has a little sock on it. Turn. There they are.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go again.
That's the cue right there.
There's the cue, the Munsters cue.
Yeah.
All right. So
As I disappear.
As you disappear. So what'd you do over the weekend, Joe Dirt?
Well, this past Sunday, I had the showcase event that I
yeah.
participated in.
How'd it happen? How'd it work out?
And it was went pretty well. It was a good experience. There was a lot of everyone there that participated. There was about 15 or 16 people that participated.
Right.
All of them, including myself, talented people. And at the end, when they gave out the awards for Best Actor, I finished tied for third.
Really?
Best Acting.
Really?
So
did you get any of this on tape?
They have it on video.
Are they going to give you a copy? Because I like to see this, Joe Dirt.
I'll have to ask. I'll be there tomorrow at the agency. Going there tomorrow for a class, and I got to find out like my individual results. Because they're going to tell me what my strengths are, weaknesses are, all that good stuff.
Now, you don't care if we play it on the air, do you?
No.
You good with that?
I'm good with that.
All right, cool.
I give you my consent.
All right.
Verbal consent.
All right, very good. Because I want to see this. Because now, what was it again? Was it some sort of a play or something?
It was a showcase.
Okay.
An event basically displaying the best actors, models, dancers, singers that they have.
Right.
And they had us doing all different kind of activities, events.
All right.
Such as performing monologues, commercials, cold reading, and then practicing our modeling skills, walking the runway and everything.
You actually had to do modeling skills too?
Yeah, how to walk the runway and
Oh
everything.
my God, really?
I have a feeling that's probably where my weakness is.
What's that? Oh, no. We'll have to wait. Yeah, they'll wait. When we go to break, we'll put them in there.
I have a feeling that's probably where my weakness is the modeling portion of it.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome though, man. I can't wait to see it though, because you've been like secretly hiding all this from everybody out there.
Yes.
And I'm trying to figure out exactly what your plans are, what you're trying to do. So if you get me a rough copy of it or something like that, I can go ahead and, play around with it and get it ready for next week's show.
Yeah, I'll find out more tomorrow. I'll be there tomorrow.
That'd be great.
Tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah.
So, it was pretty fun. I guess my prize is I want like $300 off of like my trip to Expo whenever I go to Expo.
What's Expo?
Expo is like the big event, Model and Talent Expo, the big event they have in Houston, Texas.
Right.
And I got $300 off like my total cost to go there. Total cost is like over $4,000.
Wow.
So I got $300 less to pay on that.
That'll work though. All right, what do we got over there in the news? Anything good?
Well, probably the big news that broke today was the Beastie Boys.
Yeah, you know what? Real quick before we say, Ron, go grab that other wireless though, please, and turn on the unit. It's in the main room too, and we'll just use that.
One of the co-founders of the Beastie Boys, known around as MCA,
right,
died today at the age of 47. He had been in treatment for cancer since 2009. Rapper was diagnosed in 2009 after discovering a tumor in his gland, his salivary gland. Quote, "It is with great sadness that we confirm that the musician, rapper, activist, and director MCA, founding member of the Beastie Boys, and also of the Milarepa Foundation that produced the Tibetan Freedom concert benefits."
Right, yeah. He did a lot of charity events too, man. A lot of them.
And film production and distribution company.
Right.
Passed away in his native New York City this morning after a near 3-year battle with cancer.
It's on that table right there.
47 years old.
Yep, the one sticking up. Yep, and then turn on the unit too. So yeah, MCA from the Beastie Boys passed away. He was young, dude. 47, man.
47 years old.
47 years old, dude. Lost his battle of cancer, man. And you know what? They just got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame too.
Yeah, and it mentions that he sat out the Beastie Boys induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in April
because he was sick. Yeah,
due to his treatments, and
right
delayed the release of the group's most recent album, Hot Sauce Committee Part 2.
Right.
The Beastie Boys had not performed live since the summer of 2009.
Wow.
He co-founded the Beastie Boys with Mike D. Diamond, and Adam Adrock Horvitz in 1979. Been around for a while.
They used to be punk rock when they first started.
Since before I was even born.
Yeah, I mean, I remember back in the day when they first started coming out, like back in the 80s and that. And I told my mom, I'm like, I want that DVD. I mean, I want the CD for that, Remember when you used to get one CD, get the CD and it was in a big long case?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was, that's what I wanted. So we went to, I think, what was it?
Probably Coconuts Records.
Coconuts, yeah, I think it was. It was Tommy's Records.
Tommy's, yeah.
Yeah, up there on Memphis. And we went there, and I got the first Beastie Boy album up there. And also, then I bought the 45. I still have the original 45. So that's awesome, though. But, the sad thing about it is that, I kind of looked up to those guys, and they actually made... They actually helped the hip-hop community. I mean, in more ways than one. And those guys they donated to the community a lot, too.
Pioneers.
Yeah, they're actually pioneers, too.
Wasn't really considered hip-hop back then.
Yeah, not back then it wasn't, though. But they contributed a lot to the current hip-hop community that is today.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of weird, though.
I'm sure if you ask a lot of hip-hop artists today, mainstream, whatever the case may be, influenced one way or another by the Beastie Boys.
I agree.
It doesn't matter who you talk to in 1986. Everybody liked the Beastie Boys.
True.
Doesn't matter what genre you listen to.
That's true. All right, what else we got?
All right. Well, I'm going to read this headline, like the name of this headline. Porn sites versus religious sites. Which are riskier for web users? Now, the story. The internet, it seems, is always full of surprises. According to a report released on April 30th by security software firm, religious and ideological websites are riskier to visit than porn sites.
Yeah.
All right. The annual Internet Security Threat Report analyzes massive amounts of data gathered through its products, services, and intelligence network to outline trends in internet security.
Right.
In this latest report, analysis found that religious sites had more than triple the average number of threats per infected site than porn sites.
Right.
An average of 115 threats had been found on religious sites, while an average of 25 had been found on porn sites.
It's kind of weird, though. I mean, if you really think about it, with the whole, you would think when you go to like a porn website, you're bound to pick up some sort of a virus. I mean,
open up all these threats and
right,
viruses,
exactly,
and malware,
right, and then you would think that's where all of it's going to be at, but it's not. It's actually, if you go to a religious website, you're going to get a lot more traffic with, malware and virus detections and all kinds of different spam that pops up. And it's like it's a never-ending battle. So going back to the whole thing, I really think that I really agree with it, because you probably find more on a religious website than you will on a porn website, because most of the porn websites out there are actually governed. Well, some of them, the legit ones, they have the clauses at the bottom. You must be 18 years of age, blah, blah, blah. And then you must, they have this little clause in there, it must show where the money goes to, blah, blah, blah. And then there's some that are not even legit, and they don't even have that information on there. Those are the ones you want to stay away from. But the big ones that are, the major ones that are legit, you're not going to find any type of viruses on them, because they're going to keep those things well maintained, and they're going to be ad free too.
Like Hustler.com.
Yeah.
Playboy.com, that kind of shit.
Yeah. And then the there's like the models or the porn actresses that actually like
Jenna Jameson.
Jenna Jameson, she's got her own personal website that she maintains and someone takes care of it for her.
Right.
So those are that website's going to be taken care of. I think it's kind of biased the whole numbers, because some of the numbers that they're talking about are they talking about the actual legitimate porn websites, or are they talking about like the fly-by-night, like a 14-year-old got up one morning and said, I'm going to make a WordPress and put a bunch of porn on it.
Yeah.
And he doesn't, he didn't maintain it correctly. So it's kind of, I don't know, the thing is kind of skewed a little bit.
Right.
Just a little bit, though.
Well, so, I mean, speaking on that same subject, I happened to go to MySpace the other day just because I wanted to grab some pictures that were on there. I hadn't logged into that in 2 years.
Oh, I haven't either.
I was on there for not even 2 minutes, and it found 3 threats.
Really?
Yep. I was like, you're kidding me. I'm on Facebook all the time, and I get nothing.
Yeah, the MySpace is basically because due to the fact they have all these different ads that pop up, these banners that pop up, and MySpace, they don't check who the advertiser is. They just sell the ad, or they sell whatever they have to, and they don't watch exactly what the ad contains.
It's like the original Dark Arena site.
Right.
When you had that chat room on the side, and they would just get all that bullshit in there.
Right. Yeah, it's basically a bunch of bots going in there and really tearing it up.
Yeah.
So, but there's some like those, like MySpace, where they have the ads at the top, and you want a free iPod, click here, but then you don't, even if you don't click it, you're still getting that threat from there because it's on your page.
Yeah.
And that's what sucks.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Well, Facebook is starting to turn that direction. Have you noticed when you go to your Facebook page, your homepage, I've been starting to get something from like Red Robin all the time popping up. So, do you want to take a tour at Red Robin?
There's a thing you can delete within your ad removed programs that's attaching itself to Facebook.
Right.
If you delete it, it's gone.
Right.
You won't get it anymore.
I keep getting that a lot, though, and I'm like, where in the hell is this coming from, too?
I'll send you the information.
All right, cool. So, yeah, I do agree with some of the information that's in that report, saying that if you go to a religious website, the chances of getting a virus on your computer is more than likely. Yeah, I probably, because who's actually running the church website, who's actually maintaining the church website, it's probably some pastor or some committee that says we're going to hire some young kid that's in our parish to create a website for us or whatever, because he's a college grad or something like that. He creates the website, and then you never see the college grad ever again. And then that's when all the stuff starts happening on the website, where people get into it and they start adding stuff to it. And that's when, if you don't maintain it, that's how you get the ads and the pop-ups and all the viruses on your website.
Mm-hmm.
So if I go to God.com right now,
you'll probably be fine, because God watches that one. All right.
But it has a list of here at
I don't watch that one.
Malicious code by number of infections per site. This was in 2011, last year. Number 1 is the religious sites. Average number of threats found on infected websites, 115. Number 2 on the list is hosting or personal hosted sites, an average of 39 threats per sites. And then porn is number 3 of 25.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. All right. What else we got over there? Anything good?
Trying to find a place to hold that birthday party, baby shower, or wedding reception.
Yeah.
The usual places come to mind, like people's houses, hotels, or maybe a restaurant. But these days, another industry in getting involved in planning those celebrations, they're experienced hosts and just dying for your business.
Right.
Quote,
what is going on in that green room? I hear someone giggling and laughing in there. Wow. Okay.
Quote, we just have a good time, says Ann Walden, who comes to the terrace room in Clay County almost every Wednesday for Bean Day. Baked beans, rice, cornbread, and dessert are always on the menu.
At a funeral home. It's
a festive atmosphere despite being down the hall from caskets, a crematorium, and right next to a cemetery. This is a quote from Walden. People say what? They saw what? You're having lunch at the cemetery?
Yeah. Would you have lunch at the cemetery, though, Joe Dirt? Would you?
I've had a picnic there. Yeah.
At a cemetery?
Yeah, because you go to visit a relative.
Oh, yeah. I'm talking
like 4 or
about.
5 hours.
I mean, would you go there like out of the blue because, you know,
because you're hungry?
Because you're hungry or something. Because that's what they do. Like on Sunday, they have like beans and cornbread there, and they invite the community to come down and eat.
Interesting.
Right. So, right. Wow, someone's really laughing in there. There must be something really funny going
They're
on
playing
in there.
noises on their phone.
Oh, are they? Okay. All right. So I do have some audio of this, though, but I think the whole idea is kind of creepy myself. I'm not going to go to a funeral home and actually sit there and have dinner with my family when right across the room is the crematorium where they, you know, burn your body and make it ashes, and then right down the road a little bit is the guy that embalms you. I'm not going to sit there and have dinner with my family at a funeral home. So, here we go.
Trying to find a place to hold that birthday party, baby shower, or maybe wedding reception? You know, the usual places come to mind, people's houses, hotels, maybe even a restaurant. But these days, another industry is getting involved in planning those celebrations. It's Bean Day at the Terrace Room in Clay County.
I don't think you could beat it.
We just have a good time.
Every Wednesday for lunch, the locals come here for baked beans, rice, cornbread, and dessert. It's a festive atmosphere, despite being just a few feet away from caskets, a crematorium, and right next to a cemetery.
You're what? I always get that. You're what? At the cemetery?
In a place normally reserved for solemn occasions, the newly built Russell Haven of Rest Funeral Home in Green Cove Springs also has its fun side.
We've done a bridal shower, a baby shower, a surprise birthday party.
It's a funeral home that floats balloons other than black. Brides unwrap gifts here, and people cut birthday cake. Anna Olmstead says her family built the funeral home for the community. The lobby almost looks like a country club. The setting, bright and inviting.
It's comfortable. They see that. They can feel that when they walk in the door. So really, they have to have an open mind as well about a funeral home, you know, using a funeral home for other options.
About 8% of funeral homes in the country host events other than funerals. Funeral homes like the well-established Hardage Giddens in Jacksonville says funeral homes need to listen to the baby boomers.
A lot of them are burying their parents, as well as some of those early ones are starting to die themselves. Question why things are done, and they.
You notice the mood music in the background.
They're going to want things done differently.
Funeral homes are used to planning a major life event. They can do it in about 2 days, but it'll be up to the public to ultimately decide if those events include more than just funerals. So if you're interested, prices start between $250 and $295 to rent a room for a few hours at either Russell Haven of Rest or any of the Hardage Giddens locations. They will host most celebrations, too. In fact, the folks at Russell Haven told me they'd be open to a Halloween party.
My question is, how cool would that be? How cool would that be that, let's say, for instance, you know, like at No End, they played like a rock show at a funeral home or something like that. How cool would that be, though? I think that'd be really cool, though. You start getting like local bands to start playing funeral homes.
Like Embalmer?
Right. Yeah, that would be great, though. So instead of like having like a 21 gun salute, you have like a metal band in the background playing. That would be great. That's how I want to go. Have some metal band playing in the background in my funeral. That'd be cool. Right?
Yeah.
Or wedding.
Yeah, that'd be cool too. Yeah, or you have your wedding at the funeral home, have a metal band there, and you get one. You know what? You find a metal band that it's really satanic music, really deep metal.
Deicide.
Yeah, there you go. That would work right there. So, that would be a good idea.
Demons Within.
But not to go there and have like beans and cornbread and sit down and talk, and you have a guy down the road or right down the hallway a little bit, embalming the next patient or the next customer that needs to go on the ground. That's too creepy to me, man. I don't think so. I mean, if it was like maybe offsite, maybe still in the cemetery, but not in the funeral home. Maybe it's like a center, inside there. I think that would work. But I don't want to be in the same vicinity of the crematorium and the guy that's sticking a needle in you, dragging the blood out of you to embalm you.
Yeah, that kind of fascinates me, though.
Yeah,
that's neat. But I'm just sick and twisted.
No, yeah, we know that. But that's no. I'm
Look
not
at half the shit I put on my Facebook.
That's true. That's true. That is true. All right, real quick, guys. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to get the guys from At No End and in the studio and talk to
Kriadiaz.
Kriadiaz on the show next with Joe Dirt and I. It looks like Mr. Ron here didn't screw up this week. So when we come back, we'll have these guys in the studio. We'll talk to them next. You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com.
Uncensored Net Noise.
It's electronic.
Yeah, so's my vibrator, but I don't have to sit in a chair and listen to it for an hour and a half.
You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise right here on MorningShowCentral.com.
Hey, this is Joe Dirt, and you're listening to Uncensored Net Noise.
MSC Radio Network has just tweeted the following. This bowel movement won't come out.
Check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/MSC Radio Network. Having problems with your home computer or business PC? Looking to have some upgrade work completed on your computer? Have a special project in mind that may be too much for you to undertake alone? Time to call
Joe the Printer Guy!
Joe the Printer Guy offers a full-service hardware and software repair center at his facility to handle your PC, server, and networking needs. Let their professional service staff handle your computer needs. They offer expert service at an affordable price. Visit Joe the Printer Guy at 14035 Madison Avenue, Lakewood, Ohio. Online, joetheprinterguy.com, or give him a call at 216-651-3880. Joe the Printer Guy. Cocaine Energy Supplement. Due to great consumer demand, Redux Beverages has officially announced the return of its world-famous Cocaine Energy Supplement. It's now available at retail locations across the country, as well as online at ReduxDirect.com. That's ReduxDirect.com. Don't forget to be part of the all-new Cocaine Energy Supplement social network, where you can meet other Cocaine Energy Supplement fans from around the world. Cocaine Energy Supplement. You can become a member. You can become a member by logging on to lovecocaine.com.
Rise above the clutter, brand your identity, and make a statement. Broken Fan Media. Expert video production, television and web commercials, music video, real estate tours, live concerts and events, state-of-the-art post-production, video and audio editing. Check us out on the web at brokenfanmedia.com. 434-944-0472. Broken Fan Media. The next generation of sight and sound.
Hey, Unsigned fans.
You are jam-packed.
Hey, Unsigned fans. Want your music heard?
Yeah!
Shoot us an email with the name of the band and the MP3 of the song. Send it to show@morningshowcentral.com. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on morningshowcentral.com. If you live the lifestyle, then you should arrive in style. Lifestyle Limousine Service. Whether it's dinner for two, an evening at the winery, or a night out on the town, Lifestyle Limousine provides extraordinary service. Check them out on the web, lifestylelimousineservice.com. Reserve your ride now. 330-903-0508. 330-903-0508. Lifestyle Limousine Service. And make sure you tell them Morning Show Central Radio Network sent you. Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now. Coming at you from the rock and roll capital, it's an exciting and fast-paced global forum with the man who knows how to help get your band even better. Yeah! Doc Rock tackles industry issues with informed guests and invites your questions, concerns, and tales of band life. There's never a dull moment in Doc's world of showbiz. He cares about artist issues and escalating your talents. So make an appointment with Doc Rock on Band-Aid.
Thank you!
Tuesday night, starting at 9:05, only on MorningShowCentral.com. Join host Brian for Dominion Live Chicago every Friday night, 11 p.m. Central to 1 a.m. right here on MorningShowCentral.com. You got time on your hands?
Oh, fuck! Ow! Ow! Oh, ow!
What?
Oh, ow!
Send us an email. Hit the Contact Us page on MorningShowCentral.com. You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise. Uncensored Net Noise. Every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern on Morning Show Central Radio Network. MorningShowCentral.com. Don't touch that mouse.
Besides, you don't run the same gag twice. You can do the next gag.
MorningShowCentral.com. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on MorningShowCentral.com. What do you need to know about the Sunday Hangover Show? The name says it all.
Leave it alone, man.
The Sunday Hangover Show. Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. on MorningShowCentral.com.
Prepare to get your cock rocked to kingdom come.
Welcome back to the show that doesn't discriminate. We'll bang everyone equally.
You can handle that? You got a job.
It's Uncensored Net Noise. From the Cocaine Energy Supplement Studio, you're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. It's Uncensored Net Noise. Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise. Live on MorningShowCentral.com. If you'd like to call the show, 1-888-668-0742.
MSC Radio Network weather is brought to you by NeoWeather.com. I am forecaster Brian Ivy. Well, scattered showers and thunderstorms have moved through most of the area today, excluding the northeastern counties of northeastern Ohio. And they are basically all going to be moving out by 10 p.m., leaving mostly cloudy skies, and falling temperatures will fall into the mid-50s for lows tonight. We'll wake up to mostly cloudy skies early on Saturday with some fog around in the spots that got a little bit of rain before the winds pick up and the clouds dissipate. We'll go with a mostly sunny to partly cloudy afternoon on Saturday. Temperatures will be in the upper 60s to 70 for the lakeshore communities, and warmer. How about the mid 70s for areas well inland? We're looking at Sunday being much of the same, about 70 degrees for Cleveland and about 75 for Akron, Canton, Mansfield, and Dover, New Philly.
I don't believe in no one. It carries all this hatred. It manifests its pain inside. Godless social pain. Only hope will bring. Separate disgrace. In the eyes of God, I spit in his face.
Previously on Uncensored Net Noise.
If anybody says anything bad about me or says anything on behalf of Axl Rose, I'm gonna sue him. Basically, that's what he said.
Yeah.
You know, what a tool.
Yeah.
Guy looks like a fat Paddington Bear. You ever see him in the
Paddington Bear?
You're right. You ever see him when he was doing the overseas? He did the Rio tour or whatever, and it was raining, and he was in a yellow raincoat. And really? I swear to God, he looked like Paddington Bear.
It's Uncensored Net Noise. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank the fine people at the FCC for being such f***ing Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise.
All right, guys, we're back. You want to call the show? The number's 888-668-0742, or get to the website morningshowcentral.com. I did say we're going to have Jack from Edna in studio. He's here. He's just in the other room right now. But real quick before we go any further with the guys, they do have a show at the Foundry, correct? I believe
tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, right?
Cinco de Mayo.
And who else is playing that show? Do you remember? Who's playing the show?
Kriadiaz.
Okay, and
That's
then
Dave's,
right, yeah. But is there anybody else on that show?
Yeah, there's quite a few bands.
Right. Well, we'll just
Law of Destruction.
That's it. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Couldn't think of his
They
name.
were actually in studio not too long ago. We had those guys in. We talked to them. I think 2 years ago, Law of Destruction, and I think they're working on something new too. They got a new album or a new LP or something going on with them.
John's always busy.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna get the guys potted up, bring them on. I know they're sitting in there. Probably.
It's a new thing.
Yeah, look at him. There he is.
It's a new demo. It's 35. 45 is our thing.
Yeah, unfortunately, Law of Destruction is not on the bill tomorrow. They had to cancel because I guess.
Well, we're looking at the flyer.
Exactly. Well, we got Kriadiaz and Crossface, man. This is gonna be a great show.
It will be. So how you been, Jack? It's been a long time, dude.
Just writing the. We just got done writing the new album, and we're recording it right now. We got the drum tracks down, the guitars and bass, and once I have to go in this week to record the vocals.
That's awesome.
Stop that.
I see him over there pointing at you, trying to tickle your ear.
He's tickling his balls. Smell my finger.
All right. So tomorrow you got the show at the Foundry.
Yes.
And so is this your first show for the year, or have you played out a little bit more since this show?
We did. we've done a couple shows. We played in February at the Foundry, and then we played just back on St. Patty's Day down in Mansfield.
Okay.
So this is like our second
I like
home
that.
gig in a while. So.
I like that club in Mansfield.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Mansfield's off the hook.
Oh yeah.
Love Mansfield.
People come no matter what. I mean,
They
always
do.
back in that place.
They support metal down there big time.
Yes, they do.
Awesome. And so when you guys were here last, you guys just put out another CD too, or an EP, I think it was.
Urban Holocaust.
Yeah. So how did that go over? I mean,
well, the CD came out. It was great. The problem was the label that we were signed to at the time didn't do anything. They didn't do. Are we allowed to swear?
Yeah.
Okay. They didn't do shit with that CD, and we kind of got fucked on it, and so it's kind of just sitting there. I mean, we're just selling it at shows and stuff, but everything we were told they were going to do, they didn't, and so I mean, it's pretty bad when I go to radio stations and even college stations, even in my own hometown, and they're like, you know what, we didn't even get a copy of Urban Holocaust. I'm like, that's fucked up, man.
I didn't get a copy either.
I know, exactly. Well,
I got one at the CD release.
Right now. Well, I have to make sure that you guys get a copy.
I've been playing all your older stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, because I was like, where's Jack at with his music, dude? And I was like, he's supposed to be sending me stuff, and I never got anything. So
yeah, I apologize. That was another thing the label was supposed to do for us, and they didn't do any of it. So, as you can see, we're probably gonna. We're gonna get that thing out to all the stations and stuff. It would almost be like 2 CDs coming out.
Nice.
Even though we put that one out a couple years ago.
Yeah. You want to elaborate on what we were talking about earlier? You were saying like you're in a different mind frame on the CD.
Oh, this is a way different mind frame on this one.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much stuff that went on in my life the last few years that I brought out in this CD. A lot of things. Watching, coming off of. Getting off of drugs and watching a lot of friends die from heroin and going through a real bad divorce and just everything. So yeah, it's a pretty pissed off album. It's the darkest, heaviest shit I ever wrote.
That's hemorrhoids.
Too, you know. Everything.
Yeah,
Uncensored Net Noise, you're on the air. What's up?
He had a corn on his peaky toe.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. You're on the air.
Shoot.
What's up, Chris?
What's up, dude? You got a question for the guys? You got a question for the guys or no?
Who's all in the studio?
Oh, Jesus Christ. You're not listening to this show?
I know, but I'm not at the show. I'm not able to listen to the show. I'm shopping.
So you don't have your cell phone app that we have available for all of our listeners too?
Well, yeah, but I'm not going to listen to your show when I'm walking around shopping. I'm
So
looking like
what?
a fucking idiot laughing at you.
So what? That's awesome, dude. It's more advertising for us.
In a way, yes, but then it looks like I'm a retard trying to look windows.
All right. Yeah. Okay. We have Jack from At No End. He's in the show right now.
That's all you have in the studio?
No, I have another gentleman too.
Thanks, dude.
But wait,
appreciate that, man.
but you have to guess who it is.
Well, let's see. If in terms of determination, it had to be Kenny, or let's see. I don't think it's Jason. Jason can't be in studio because he's too stuck up for
Different
that.
band, Weasel. Different band, Weasel.
Different band, Weasel. I have 2 bands in studio. You just annihilated one of them.
Oh.
Thanks, Weasel.
Oh, well, that's what I do best. So who's out of the band then?
All right. Well, okay. Mystery voice over there. Can you say a couple words in the microphone so maybe he can guess?
Hi. Hello. How are you, sir?
Wow.
Do you know who that is?
Wow.
Hello. Hello. Damn you. Take a guess already, you bastard.
He's still thinking about it. He's still thinking about it.
You give up?
You give up?
Yeah.
It's Dave Felton from Kriadiaz.
Who the hell is that?
It's Dave.
You know Gravy?
Yeah.
Who the hell is that?
All right.
He sounds like a bastard.
All right. Thank you for calling Weasel. All right.
He's a piece of shit.
God.
Said touch the blue wire.
Exactly. Put the phone next to your ear and listen. I don't know. All right, you got the show coming up tomorrow, and basically you got this new album that's coming out, correct?
Correct.
And so, what's on the horizon for you guys? What do you guys got planned for this summer?
Well, we got some shows coming up in the summertime. We have a pretty big show coming up June 23rd.
Okay.
Out in I think it's Rogers, Ohio, Sleaze Fest, and Kriadiaz is playing on that show also. And there's going to be tons of bands. It's like 4 days of music, and there's like over 40 some bands, and it's $20 for the whole weekend. And
Nice.
The donations go towards cerebral palsy. So it's a
it's a good show and it goes for a good cause.
Very good show, goes for a good cause, and you can't beat that. And it's like, for camping for 4 days, it's $20, and you can't beat it.
Can't beat it at all, though.
You gonna do any video shoots for this album?
Yeah, we're gonna do another video shoot. We'll probably have Jason, our bass player. He did the last one, so he did a really good job. So I say, hey, let's do this again. We'll do another one on this album. So this album's a little more on the, I don't know. It still has the hardcore elements of At No End, but it's more on a thrash side.
That's what I wanted to ask you. What about is everybody still in the band? Everybody still together?
Everybody's still together.
Awesome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's great. I mean, what do you think about the Cleveland music scene?
What do I think about the Cleveland music scene? Well, I think we need to stick together a lot more.
Do you see that happening now more or less?
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I think
That's what we're here for, man.
It could be a lot better. It could be a lot better. But the good thing is that there are a lot of bands that are working together. Like we work with Kriadiaz a lot, and I love playing shows with those guys, and Soulless and Foos, and there's all kinds of bands that are sticking together. And
I haven't seen a Foos show in years.
Oh man, they're awesome, man. We've done some shows with them this past year, and they went over really well. And it's good to see people getting out there and supporting local metal.
There's very few bands that just promote themselves. Other ones just sit back and think they can catch a ride,
Yeah, that's the funny thing. Riding on the coattails of others. The bands that we do shows with, everybody works really hard to promote the band. We don't ride on the coattails of nobody. We never did, and we never will, and that's just the way we roll. And the bands that we do shows with are the same way. They're hardworking, and they kick some fucking ass, man.
Right. This question goes for both you and Dave.
Right.
What about if there was a place anywhere that you guys want to play? Where would it be and why? Anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world. If you had your choice of any place in the world that you want to play, where would it be and why?
Will there be people there?
Yes, lots.
Any festival.
Like a UK festival?
Anything like Ozfest or
that is cool.
Just any kind of big festival. There's the vibe at those things is just, it's awesome.
Yeah, especially like in the UK, man. The crowd and the people there are like totally different, man. When you're here in Cleveland and you go to a show at Peabody's or something, it's like, okay, yeah, the crowd is cool, we love them, but it's not the same. It's totally different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I see what you're saying about that. What about you?
I would love to play Wacken.
Really?
Oh, fuck yeah. If Slayer was headlining, too.
Yeah. There you go.
But, I mean, anywhere Slayer's playing, I don't know if it's Mayhem but most of all, I'd love to play, like, Wacken.
What's one of the biggest shows you ever played, Dave?
The biggest show we ever played was at the Scene Pavilion with Mushroomhead, Dope, Mindless Self-Indulgence,
I was there.
and Genitortures. That was
a big show too, man.
Yeah,
Reality Check played that show.
Yeah, that was a big show too.
That was a show. That was a show that we did like early in our career, and it was a blast. We had fun.
What about the clubs here in Cleveland? Do you think there's enough clubs in Cleveland to play?
Enough good ones, you mean?
Enough good ones. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the Foundry is actually a pretty good club.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Yeah.
And, Chris works with us all the time too from Peabody's, and so. I mean, there's clubs out there that are.
Do you think there should be more?
That would be great.
Yeah.
We need to get more people out to these shows, though. I mean, that's
my next question too.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people, they, I'm going to tell you something. This is what fucking pisses me off. All right, now since we're on the subject, I kind of got into a little pissing match with a certain individual who worked for a certain radio station, where the last 3 letters are MMS. And,
Rover.
Fucker. No, it wasn't Rover. It was
Alan Cox.
Cocksucker. Anyways,
Okay.
so he's over there talking shit on Facebook about, there are no fucking good bands in Cleveland and shit like that. I'm like, hey, fuckhead, when was the last time you were at a fucking show in Cleveland, you dick? I'm like, I never fucking see you at any of the shows. Who the fuck are you to sit there and talk shit?
I'm glad you brought that up.
I go, your fucking radio station don't even help the bands that are signed out of Cleveland, like fucking Chimera and Mushroomhead and shit. Like, you don't fucking even play the bands that are signed. So your station does nothing for the local scene. This is supposed to be the home of rock and roll. Like, we should, like, totally take that and embrace it, and we don't. And it's like we don't have a radio station that embraces it. We have our own style of fucking music here in Cleveland, man. It's like, I call it Rust Belt metal because it's fucking heavy, it's pissed off, and we have our own sound, and we don't even have anybody that fucking even backs it, not even the college stations. I mean, I love all the college radio DJs, don't get me wrong, but you know what? Dragon Force is not from fucking Cleveland. That's not our sound, man. Nope. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. And we don't have anybody that embraces that and gives us any fucking love. So that's why when we play, it's like, man, we're out there fucking tearing shit up. And it's like we're getting no love from anybody. Not even Scene Magazine, nobody.
Well, Scene Magazine, they're biased, man. They take some of the stuff that you say and they twist it like 1,000 degrees and make you sound like a retard.
Exactly. The only magazine that has helped us out at no end is a Plain Dealer Friday magazine,
right? Yeah.
And there's just no love, man. There's no help at all, and we kind of been we've been doing this on our own and not riding any coattails of anybody. It's just doing what we need to do. And but anyways, this guy, who I'm not going to mention his name,
Alan Cox,
dick. Anyways, he was like, well, there are no good bands and there isn't good music, and it's like, dude, your station sucks. You suck. You haven't even fucking been to any shows.
Well, I'm glad you brought up Alan Cox because I had him in the studio.
It wasn't Alan Cox. It was somebody else.
It was it?
No.
Okay. All right.
But they, it was his initials are DS. So
DS.
Yeah.
From MMS.
Yeah. He used to be on with another certain DJ.
Oh, Maxwell?
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't worried about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Dan Stansberry.
Yeah, exactly. That fucking dude. Yeah. So it's like, hey, Stansberry, you haven't been to any shows, and you just sit there and run your fucking mouth, and then you play the same fucking Disturbed album that's been out for the same album they put out last fucking 10 years. I'm like, you don't support any fucking local shit, so shut the fuck up.
A lot of these radio stations here in Cleveland, especially the FM stations, they don't care about the local music scene at all. They don't care. As long as they're playing their top 40, or they're playing all their like Disturbed albums, or all this old stuff that we've been. I can only listen to Stairway to Heaven a couple times.
They don't even play that anymore.
And ZZ Top
or ZZ Top. Yeah, I can only listen to that so many times.
Exactly. Well, it's funny because you listen to I listen to a lot of classic rock, though. I love like Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd and shit like that, but it took me years to listen to like Pink Floyd The Wall again because I fucking couldn't stand hearing it. But there's so much good music out there. Like, for example, Thin Lizzy, man. Some old fucking Thin Lizzy. I mean, Boys Are Back in Town. Get the fuck out of here, man. Play Emerald and shit. Like some old Thin Lizzy have some pretty heavy fucking music.
Yeah. Now, what about some of the local bands here in Cleveland? Who would you like to work with?
Well, we always work, like I said, we work with Kriadiaz a lot. Crossface, a great band to work with. Like Foos. There's a band down in Mansfield called Bonesaw that is really good too.
Is there a band that you really want to play with that you haven't had a chance to yet?
That we haven't had a chance to play with yet?
Yeah.
I would say Chimera.
Really?
I love Chimera.
Yeah.
It's totally different now. It's just Mark.
Yeah, I mean,
great guy though.
Yeah, I like that band a lot. I'm a huge Ringworm fan too. I love Ringworm, and there's Keel Hall too. Those guys are really good too. So
what about those guys? I see their name all over the place. Psychosis.
They're good, man. We had them in studio, man. They're good guys.
I haven't heard them yet. I see their name everywhere.
Good stuff too.
Yeah, I've gotten a message from Teddy not too long ago about doing some shows. I'm going to talk to him about doing B-Town with us and stuff. So I'm putting that together, and I'll be getting a hold of him soon.
So the guy next to you, I want to get a little bit in his band real quick.
Right on.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me about your band.
Well,
I love this guy.
There's four rather distinguished gentlemen.
You know what? He's my best friend now. I like him. He acts just like me. I love him.
We'll have him on in a couple of weeks if he's available, and he can tell the whole story.
There's not much of a story to tell, believe me. It's the same old scenario with every ridiculous band that has their heads up their ass. But anyway, no, the Kriadiaz thing is just, it came out of frustration from 216 being on the back burner for so many years.
I agree.
And I just really got tired of being part of the lie. You know what I mean? I really gave a shit about that band, and I wanted to push it forward as far as it can go. And, when you're drawing between 500 and 800 people a show, and everybody wants your stuff, and they're crying for a second record, and you keep blowing it off, and other side projects come up. Nothing against anybody's other stuff, but why take the successful one and just keep blowing it off?
Yeah, throw it up to the back burner. Yeah.
So I gave it 10 years, and I was like, screw it, man. I'm just going to start a band because I need an outlet, Yeah. Like, nothing against what I did in Mushroomhead or 216 or any other band, but I wasn't fully allowed to be myself. So, the Kriadiaz thing was just an outlet, and it just kind of came together with, everybody in the band I've been friends with for years, and we just made it happen. And we're not beating it in the ground or like pushing it super hard or anything like that. We're just trying to keep it fun so that morale stays high and everybody has a good time.
Do you find that a lot in bands though, where they get really, really serious about what they're doing, and they want to, please everybody and make sure that everybody, this, that, and the other, and then all the fun gets sucked out of it?
Well, I think that just comes from, certain people in the band wanting things to be a certain way.
Right.
And, half the time they don't even know what the hell they're talking about anyway. They're trying to get an image across, or, they're arguing about like tunes being a certain way. And it's like half of these people aren't, songwriters or anything anyway. So, if you're not having fun doing it,
why do it?
Just stop.
Right.
Because it's, your band isn't a gang. You're not beating the street looking for people to fight.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're the chances of like taking over the musical world by storm are slim and none. So, if you're not having fun with your buddies, then what's the hell's the point?
Exactly. I mean, and some of the bands here in Cleveland lost that type of spark where they everything is like serious things, and they don't really think about the fun part, and when they go up on stage to play, it's all they're thinking about. It's a serious,
right?
And they're not actually focusing on having fun at the show.
Well, exactly,
right?
And you get to a certain point too. Like people just want more credit. They want to be the one responsible. They want to be like that guy behind what's making it happen,
Right.
And really, it's a band. If you don't have morale in your band, of course somebody's going to do majority of the writing.
Exactly.
But what the hell are you going to do? You can't go up there and sing, play guitar and drums and bass and all that shit at the same time. You need your band.
Yeah.
So that's why it's called a band.
Did you do a lot of the writing for Mushroomhead, or any of the writing at all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the past 10 years, I wasn't expecting to do as much as I did.
Right.
So,
what about the new band?
Yeah, I do a lot of writing there too.
Okay.
I don't. The only thing, I suck at lyrics, dude.
Yeah.
all my tunes would be about farts and pussy.
Yeah, we noticed that in the green room earlier.
Yeah, so seriously, I mean, I don't know if you've seen any of the Mushroomhead DVDs, but I'm always like goofing around and that kind of shit.
I love the commentaries.
Oh yeah,
those are great. Those are the best.
Seriously, I mean, if I wasn't like goofing around all the time, that shit wouldn't exist.
Well, and that's what people like, man. They don't want the a totally serious thing. They want some fun out of the when you go to a show, like I don't care if the show is $5 or $100.
Right.
You have to have fun at the show, and people want to see that.
Exactly.
They want to see the crazy side of your band.
Well, they just want to be. I think
have a good time.
It's a personal thing,
right?
When you let people in, even if they don't get the joke, a lot of times, like filming stuff and putting those DVDs together,
right?
I'd argue with some of the guys in the band. They'd be like, "Well, no one's going to get that," and I'm like,
"So
that's the point. We get it because we've experienced it, but we're letting the fans in on the bullshit that happens while we're on tour and stuff." So
let me give you bands. Listen, I know there's a lot of bands listening tonight. Look, if you got behind the scenes stuff of like a concert or something like that, put it up there on YouTube. Put it in your DVDs. That's what fans want to see, man.
Absolutely.
They want to see the funny side and the crazy side and the serious and also the serious side of your band. It doesn't matter if one of the band members farts and stinks up the whole entire room. They want to see that.
That's funny shit.
That's funny stuff.
That's what I mean. The fans want to be on a personal level with the bands that they dig. So that was my whole inspiration on that was those Pantera DVDs.
Yeah, exactly.
The home videos.
Those are the best, or the Lamb of God videos.
They're just great, man.
Yeah.
There's momentum to them. The videos are cool. The tunes are cool. The personalities in the band are kick-ass. And when you got all those dynamics together, you can't miss. And that's what I tried to capture, filming a lot of that stuff for those Mushroomhead DVDs.
That's awesome. All right, real quick, guys. We're gonna go take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna get more with the guys. You know what, Ron? You scored, dude. I do appreciate you getting these guys in the studio, man, because I'm really enjoying this tonight.
Studio Mo.
Yeah. So when we come back, we'll get more with the guys. You listen to Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com.
If this is your idea of a morning pick-me-up, you're our kind of listener. Uncensored Net Noise.
You want a date? I'm going to puke on you. Gee, I don't think I have a price for that.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Right here on MorningShowCentral.com. Oh, great. Not another Farmville request. Check us out on Facebook at Facebook.com/Morning Show Central. Denying one Farmville request at a time. Uncensored Net Noise is fueled by Cocaine Energy Supplement. Hey, if you had to work on a Friday night, you'd need it too. If you live the lifestyle, then you should arrive in style. Lifestyle Limousine Service. Whether it's dinner for two, an evening at the winery, or a night out on the town, Lifestyle Limousine provides extraordinary service. Check them out on the web, lifestylelimousineservice.com. Reserve your ride now. 330-903-0508. 330-903-0508. Lifestyle Limousine Service. And make sure you tell them Morning Show Central Radio Network sent you. The Project X Show. Project X Show.
Driven by porn.
Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern. Right here on Morning Show Central Radio Network. Project X Show. Live on MorningShowCentral.com.
Let the word go forth.
Created by the people, for the people. Jousted Out tackles the politics of today, expressing views of all sides.
As our founders pledged, a more perfect union.
Are you ready to joust it out? Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m.
So we Americans must not fear change. Instead, let us welcome it, embrace it, and create it.
On MorningShowCentral.com. Pete 99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen Pete 99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, Pete 99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to P99.com. P99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right.
Hey, this is Steve Snyder from Twisted Sister, and you're listening to Uncensored Net Noise.
If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningShowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com. The adrenaline rush.
All you need to do is feel it.
The thrill of victory.
Winning is the only option. The only option. The only option.
And all the locker room chatter.
No. Wrong. Game over.
Get high on sports. Every Monday night at 9 p.m. Want to know everything going on with the Browns, the Cavs, the Indians, even the Monsters? These guys know it.
You have the most amazing effect on people.
You know why? They're high on sports. Monday night at 9 p.m.
Then I am in
on MorningShowCentral.com.
Hey, this is Richard Christie, and you're listening to Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com.
What is it? It was hot. It's everything in between with your host, Von Erich. Everything in between. Nothing gets me more excited. Monday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on MorningShowCentral.com. Call the show toll free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on MorningShowCentral.com.
You have nothing to worry about.
Oh my. MorningShowCentral.com.
Copy that. I want you to stay on this channel. Stay on this channel.
You're gonna like it.
MorningShowCentral.com.
The universe grows smaller every day.
Check out the member profile pages, blogs, games, online forums, video chat, and much more.
You are out of order.
Shut your fat mouth.
One website.
I gotta be honest, this is getting me hot.
MorningShowCentral.com.
You are refreshingly vulgar.
Hey, this is Tim King from Soil, and you listen to Uncensored Net Noise.
Due to affirmative action, we have a black guy on the show.
Whoa.
You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com. From the Cocaine Energy Supplement Studio, you're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. It's Uncensored Net Noise. Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise, live on MorningShowCentral.com. If you'd like to call the show, 1-888-668-0742. Uncensored Net Noise.
So tell me a little bit about the band.
Well, it's called A Gift for the Unblessed. We're out of, I guess, Painesville and Menor area.
Okay. Is there enough clubs here in Cleveland for all the bands that are in Cleveland?
No.
Okay. All right.
It's being honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if what's your favorite club here in Cleveland that you like to play?
In Cleveland?
In Cleveland.
Agora.
Agora?
Yeah, definitely the Agora.
Okay. Yeah. Now, they're not open all the time, though. They're not.
It's Uncensored Net Noise.
Uncensored Net Noise.
What happens when a dysfunctional family stops taking their medication?
Oh, this is so hilarious.
Keep listening and find out. It's Uncensored Net Noise.
All right, guys, we're back. You want to call the show? The number's 888-668-0742. See a bunch of people try to call during a break, but I don't answer the phone during breaks. So if you want to call, the number's 888-668-0742, or get to the website, morningshowcentral.com. Jump in the chat. That's the best way to answer, get the questions asked, is jumping in the chat here at MSC and go ahead and fire them off to us, and we'll go ahead and get them over to the band so they can answer them for you. Also, if you missed any of the show, you can always go to our website, uncensorednetnoise.com. This and all the other shows that we've done in the past. I mean, we've done thousands, and Jack's been on our show several times, and every time he comes on, dude, it's freaking great. I love when Jack comes in, man. It's great.
Testosterone-fueled aggression.
Exactly. I love it. I was listening to that song during break, dude. You had some anger issues in that damn thing.
Yeah. That song is very, very dear to me. There's a lot that song's all about heroin.
Yeah.
You know, I watched a lot of people die, a lot of friends, and a lot of people struggle with that, and that's what that song is all about, including someone who's very dear to me. So
all right. Now the album is coming out, and you got a bunch of places that you're going to be playing here throughout the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything like any kind of videos, any kind of crazy debauchery that's going to happen with the band this summer that maybe you can share with us?
Well, we're doing some shows with my friend here, with Kriadiaz, but yeah, I think we're gonna roll some shit, man. Just let the video camera roll, and whatever happens,
Awesome.
and there's always, whenever we play outdoor shows, like, there's always fucking crazy shit going on in At No End camp, man. There's like we have the hugest fucking fires and shit. Like we're I don't know, we're like firebugs and shit, including me. And like the last time we had played an outdoor show, we had chopped down half of the fucking forest and caught it on fire, and that's how we roll. And usually the biggest crowds are there, and
they stayed up way past midnight,
eat all the fucking hot dogs,
and roasted marshmallows, and made s'mores.
Yeah, exactly.
You wake up naked next to each other. What?
No,
I wasn't there.
No, I will say this though. Tommy, our guitar player, it never fails. It seemed like every time we'd play this one outdoor festival down Southern Ohio, it would fucking rain. Well, Tommy always he would always get a hold of this tent that had a fucking hole in the roof, in the top of it, and he's just laying there on the floor of this tent, and the rain was just like dripping on his head like water torture. And it's like, dude, really? And he did like pass the fuck out, man, and that was funny. It's always a fun time.
I got somebody in the chat room by the name of Bitch Goddess.
Bitch Goddess.
Oh boy, that sounds promising.
Right. They want to know, I'm assuming it's a she. She wants to know what's the title of the new album?
Of the new album coming out?
Yeah.
Well, the new album, we're throwing that up in the air right now, but we're looking at probably From the Rust.
From the Rust?
Yeah, and it's the song that we have on the album called From the Rust is a song about all the bands in Cleveland who have worked really fucking hard and bring that shit, man, and and just fucking crush every time we go up on stage. And so on that song, we're gonna have a lot of special guest vocalists on that song from all different bands that we do shows with. Like for example, even Dave here is gonna go in and do some backing vocals. He doesn't know that yet, but he's going in to do some. I mean, all our friends.
That's about all I'm good for vocal-wise.
So, but that song is called, I think we're gonna call the album From the Rust, and that's what we're looking at right now. So I wouldn't mind calling it Venomous Blood, but Ringworm just brought out an album last year, and Venomous Grand Design, and we kind of talked about it. It's like we don't want to,
Well, I got a question for
step on any toes.
I got a question for both of you guys. What's the craziest road story that each one of you has seen or experienced?
I'll let Dave answer first, and then I'll tell you ours.
I don't even know, dude. There's been all kinds of just weird shit happen. Tires blow on buses, windshields fall out of buses, tires slashed on buses.
How about with fucking with each other?
You know what? There was never really too many practical jokes going on.
Yeah.
Everybody was too busy
being serious.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
how about you, Jack?
Oh man, I got a good one.
He always does.
We were in Chicago, and Jason just joined the band, and we gave Jason. We told Jason, Jason goes, listen, you got a year of hazing, and then after that, it's fucking on. I'm gonna get you back, and so we're like, all right, fucking cool, man. So we're playing in Chicago, and it was a Friday night, and the band we were playing with, doing a few shows with in Illinois, the drummer and his wife was the singer, and we were staying at their condo, and so she had this prop, this blow up doll, this transvestite blow up doll.
Oh Jesus!
So that Friday night, we were after we played the show in Chicago on the south side, we went down to the north side, and we were down in White Sox shit, and hung this blow up doll on Harry Carey's thumb, and just all over Chicago Cubs Stadium, Wrigley Field, and so that. The next night we played a show, and we went to Denny's afterwards, and Sarah, the drummer's wife, was like motherfucking somebody, and that fag fucking just going off, So we get back to their condo, and there was this dude sitting in his car in the parking lot, and Jason the night before stayed in the van, and then this next night, he's like, I think I'm going to stay in the van again tonight. You know what I mean? And so we go upstairs, and we're all kicked back and shit. And Sarah's like, why is Jason not come up here and hang out? What's the matter with him? And I'm like, well, that guy that was in the car? I go, Jason is fucking gay, and that's his boyfriend, and he was in the Navy and shit, and that's his guy. And she's like, how do you know? I said, well, when we went to bring the demo, I said, this big dude answered the door in pink pajamas, and we were like, is Jason here? And I thought I had the wrong address, and he's like, oh yeah, he's here. And I said he had a thing for Kenny too, so we were telling her all this bullshit that he was gay, and that he had this thing for Kenny and all this shit, and she's like, oh my god, I had this transvestite dick blow up down, I'm saying fag this, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm like, she goes, I'm gonna go down and apologize. I'm like, nope, just leave him alone, just don't fuck around, he's down there with his dude, man. So the next day, the next morning, I mean, you couldn't have scripted it any better. He walks through the door and jumps on Kenny. Kenny's laying on a couch, pretends like he's humping Kenny, and this girl is just sitting there drinking coffee, and her jaw dropped. And she's like, oh my god. So Jason sits down, and she's like, Jason, she goes, I'm really sorry about the blow up doll and saying all that stuff, just saying fag and stuff like that, and she goes, I didn't mean to offend you, and he's like, well, you didn't offend me, and she's like, she goes, Rob's brother's gay, and I didn't know you were gay. And he's like, I'm not gay. So we had her all fucked up. Well, Jason he gets me back all the time, and I had to change some shit on Facebook, because I'll be sitting there, and I'll look at my Facebook, and I'll say I'm with Jason at Ambiance or some shit. I'm like, dude, you're a fucker, man. So he gets me back. He's like that. But yeah, it was pretty funny, man. We had a blast in Chicago, man. We were like doing all kinds of shit. But yeah, there was another really good road story when we were up in Wisconsin, and our old bass player Donnie had broken his wrist, and we walked into a Perkins, and this is when Steve Shalatti was playing drums with us. So Kenny went and joined Gizmachi, and Don and Shalatti, it was funny that when they were driving, we drove in separate cars, and the car looked like something out of a Cheech and Chong movie. Like the whole way there, there's just smoke billowing out of the fucking windows.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So we get to this Perkins, and
was there something wrong with the car?
Yeah, you sure?
What were they doing?
I have no idea, man.
How could they breathe?
So we get to this Perkins, and we get out. We're all wearing like Slayer t-shirts and fucking Napalm Death and shit. And we walk in, and Donnie's like looking around, and Donnie had this big fucking beard and shit, and he's like, man, why is everybody so uptight around here, man? And it was like dinner time at like 5 in the afternoon on a Friday, and everybody was like, looks like they just got out of church. And Steve's like, this is the fucking middle of the Bible Belt, dude. What do you expect, man? So we sit down, and Donnie's sitting there, and he orders like this open face fucking, shit on a shingle, man. The roast beef on bread and all.
Right,
the hardest shit to eat, man, when you got a broken wrist. And the food is just running down his fucking beard, and his eyes look like two festered assholes, man, because he's high as fuck. And he's like, man, why is everybody still staring? It was like, what the fuck, Donnie? It was
in
just,
the Bible Belt.
We're the Bible
Belt,
exactly, and just it was fucking funny, man. Priceless.
I just thought of one. I just thought of a funny moment.
All right, go ahead.
Jeff got really drunk on Jaeger and projectile vomited into Rick's mouth.
Oh, dude.
Nobody got that on film?
Yeah.
No, they're trying to get him off the bus so he didn't throw up on the bus.
Oh, man.
And he put his hand in front of his mouth, and his fingers like funneled it in like 5 different directions.
Just get all of you guys
And
at the same time.
And I got to see it though. I took some pictures after.
Yeah.
That was gross.
I hate to be around a guy that's projectile vomiting, man. I think I would run for the hills.
I don't like my own vomit in my
I don't
mouth,
either.
let alone somebody else's.
Exactly. That sucks, dude.
Well, he choked on someone else's vomit.
You can't really dust for vomit.
Can't really dust for vomit.
That's funny. So, all right, with all the crazy shenanigans that go on in your band, Jack.
Yep.
I tell you, man, I don't know how you guys are still alive.
Oh my God, man. We're like brothers, man.
Yeah.
We
Was there any fights? I mean, literally like a fist fight or anything like that?
We've writing
Anybody
this
go to blows?
Listen, writing this album, was it was a totally different way of writing that we did on this album because we kind of changed it up a bit, and there was times where I was like so frustrated because Tommy heard something, and I heard it a different way, and it was like I would think I was more angry with myself sometimes because it was different, and I would kind of beat myself up, and then I'd be like, fuck you, dude. No, fuck it. You know what I mean? And because like when we were rehearsing in pre-production, it was just like some parts were like really tough, but there is times where we've gotten into arguments, but never.
What was the hardest?
Never got into fist fights, man.
What was the hardest part of this whole recording experience?
Well, as far as like, I haven't gone in and recorded the lyrics yet or the vocals yet, but I think when we were writing this album, the hardest part was when right before we started writing, I gave Tommy a whole list of I gave all the guys a list of song titles,
right,
and it just just flowed, and Tommy's like, man, dude, he goes, I'm not as angry as you, man.
Right.
He's like, I'm not as fucking angry as you. He goes, but I'll tell you what, the way he fucking played guitar in this album, you'd never fucking guess, man. That dude, he's a pissed off motherfucker. He just don't let anybody know it, man.
I believe it.
So, I mean, some of the I don't know. It was just there were some difficult spots when we were in pre-production because we kind of we sat back and we were like, we'd listen to the demoed stuff and there would be songs on there. I'm like, this song sucks. It drops off like the CD's kicking ass, and then all of a sudden it hit this song and boom. So then we'd make changes to it. We had to change the whole song. We did. And that's what, and afterwards it was like we sat there and listened to the demoed stuff and it was just like, this is a good fucking album, man. There are some really good fucking albums coming out this year from a lot of Cleveland bands like Kriadiaz and Solus and shit like that. Man, I heard the new Solus is fucking unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of bands that I've talked to recently this year, they're all in the studio, man, creating new albums and everything. And your guys are creating one. Kriadiaz is creating one. Morality Check that I know of, they're creating one.
Dark Arena.
Dark Arena is creating one. I think Demons is doing some songs.
Solipsis just put one out.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's a lot of good music, a lot of new music coming out to Cleveland now, which I think is really cool though.
Yep.
Schnauzer too. They're doing it.
Hell yeah. Schnauzer, another friend.
Even Hostile Amish, man, they threw out some stuff. I'm like, wow, I wouldn't believe that they would, but I guess they did.
Yep.
So, guys, it's been great. I really enjoy you guys coming on the show today. And when we come back, we got some news, and the guys they said they're going to stick around for the rest of the show. So we got some news we're going to talk about. We'll take this quick break, and when we come back, we'll have Joe Dirt and his news, and Ron, you're sticking around or you bouncing?
I got to work at 11:30, so.
All right, cool. When we come back, it's going to be me and Joe Dirt and the rest of the guys here at the studio. So you're listening to Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com.
Uncensored Net Noise.
It's electronic. Yeah, so's my vibrator. But I don't have to sit in the chair and listen to it for an hour and a half.
You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise right here on MorningShowCentral.com.
Hey, this is Joe Dirt, and you're listening to Uncensored Net Noise.
MSC Radio Network has just tweeted the following. This bowel movement won't come out. Check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/MSC Radio Network. Having problems with your home computer or business PC? Looking to have some upgrade work completed on your computer? Have a special project in mind that may be too much for you to undertake alone? Time to call
Joe the Printer Guy!
Joe the Printer Guy offers a full-service hardware and software repair center at his facility to handle your PC, server, and networking needs. Let their professional service staff handle your computer needs. They offer expert service at an affordable price. Visit Joe the Printer Guy at 14035 Madison Avenue, Lakewood, Ohio. Online, joetheprinterguy.com, or give him a call at 216-651-3880. Joe the Printer Guy. Cocaine Energy Supplement. Due to great consumer demand, Redux Beverages has officially announced the return of its world-famous Cocaine Energy Supplement. It's now available at retail locations across the country, as well as online at ReduxDirect.com. That's ReduxDirect.com. Don't forget to be part of the all-new Cocaine Energy Supplement social network, where you can meet other Cocaine Energy Supplement fans from around the world. Cocaine Energy Supplement. You can become a member. You can become a member by logging on to lovecocaine.com.
Rise above the clutter, brand your identity, and make a statement. Broken Fan Media. Expert video production, television and web commercials, music video, real estate tours, live concerts and events, state-of-the-art post-production, video and audio editing. Check us out on the web at brokenfanmedia.com. 434-944-0472. Broken Fan Media. The next generation of sight and sound.
Hey, Unsigned Fans.
You are jam-packed.
Hey, Unsigned Fans. Want your music heard?
Yeah!
Shoot us an email with the name of the band and the MP3 of the song. Send it to show@morningshowcentral.com. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on morningshowcentral.com. If you live the lifestyle, then you should arrive in style. Lifestyle Limousine Service. Whether it's dinner for two, an evening at the winery, or a night out on the town, Lifestyle Limousine provides extraordinary service. Check them out on the web, lifestylelimousineservice.com. Reserve your ride now. 330-903-0508. 330-903-0508. Lifestyle Limousine Service. And make sure you tell them Morning Show Central Radio Network sent you. Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now. Coming at you from the rock and roll capital, it's an exciting and fast-paced global forum with the man who knows how to help get your band even better. Yeah! Doc Rock tackles industry issues with informed guests and invites your questions, concerns, and tales of band life. There's never a dull moment in Doc's world of showbiz. He cares about artist issues and escalating your talents. So make an appointment with Doc Rock on Band-Aid.
Thank you!
Tuesday night, starting at 9:05. Only on MorningShowCentral.com. Join host Brian for Dominion Live Chicago every Friday night, 11 p.m. Central to 1 a.m. Right here on MorningShowCentral.com. Got time on your hands?
Oh, fuck! Ow! Ow! Oh, ow!
What?
Oh, ow!
Send us an email. Hit the Contact Us page on MorningShowCentral.com. You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise. Uncensored Net Noise. Every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern on Morning Show Central Radio Network. MorningShowCentral.com. Don't touch that mouse.
Besides, you don't run the same gag twice. You can do the next gag.
MorningShowCentral.com. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on MorningShowCentral.com. What do you need to know about the Sunday Hangover Show? The name says it all.
Leave it alone, man.
The Sunday Hangover Show. Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. on MorningShowCentral.com.
Prepare to get your cock rocked to kingdom come.
Welcome back to the show that doesn't discriminate. We'll bang everyone equally.
You can handle that? You got a job.
It's Uncensored Net Noise. From the Cocaine Energy Supplement Studio, you're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. It's Uncensored Net Noise. Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise. Live on MorningShowCentral.com. If you'd like to call the show, 1-888-668-0742. on Uncensored Net Noise.
I hope to God that they pull this show from the air. They get rid of Rover. They fire Dieter, and a dumbbell falls on his head. I'm sorry, because this show is garbage, man. I tuned in maybe about 3 days ago just to listen to what was going on. It's the same garbage over and over again.
The downward spiral.
Uncensored Net Noise.
Why are your pants wet?
More invasive than a strip search at the airport. Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise.
All right, guys, we're back.
There's the P. Diddy remix.
Yeah, you know what? I still can't figure that out. I really can't. I can't figure that out. You all your stuff is on an MP3 or whatever the case may be on a computer, digitally rendered and made, and whatever the case may be. And for some reason, it skips. I just don't get it. I don't get it at all. I don't know. Maybe one of the guys in there can explain to me why an MP3 skips on a computer.
Because it's a piece of shit.
Yeah, maybe we should just throw the MP3 away.
Fuck that thing. Get rid of it.
Exactly. I won't use that liner no more.
It's a piece of shit. Hi, Angela.
Angela?
I had to throw that out, man.
Okay. Well, I was going to bring up your lovely daughter in the green room.
All right.
And they were really excited for you to be on the show today.
I know. I love them. Man.
Yeah, they were in there just giggling away and making all kinds of noise. And I was like,
that had nothing to do with the show.
Yeah, I know. When I walked in there, during the break, I'm like, I hear fart noises. I'm like, Dave's over there with his cell phone playing fart sound effects on his phone.
Those aren't sound effects. It's really him.
That's the real deal.
They were actual recordings.
Yep.
Yes.
Of Dave.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
Awesome.
I got a new text message.
Me and my buddies send them to each other all the time. I have literally hundreds.
Really?
They even have Star Wars themed ones.
That's not anything to be proud of. It's funny. It's funny as all hell.
Dave, I'm going to set it as ringtone. Hold on, I got a call coming.
That's it.
Just, put me on your list of fart ringtones. Right. Yeah, I like to get those every now and again.
You got it.
All right, Joe Dirt, what do we got over there in the news? Anything good?
All right, a new poll found says nearly 1 in 7 people believe that the world will come to an end in their lifetime, and 1 in 10 think the Mayan calendar signifies that it could happen sometime this year. So 1 in 10 people believe the Mayans are correct.
What do you think, Joe Dirt? Do you think the world's going to end in 2012? December 21st, 2012 is when the world's going to end? Do you really think that's going to happen?
I think something will happen on that day, but not the end of the world.
Yeah.
That's my
What do you think is going to happen?
Something will happen.
Okay.
Hey, I think the clock's going to tick.
Yeah, me too.
Up till, the time where it turns into the 22nd.
Right.
And that's what's going to happen.
I sarcastically keep saying on the show that the world's going to end, December 21st, 2012. Yeah, and it's not. I mean, come on. This bitch is going to keep spinning, and there's not going to be any kind of an issue. There's not going to be a zombie apocalypse like everybody's saying.
Yeah. That would be fucking awesome, man. I could dig that shit. You know what I mean? Let's fucking have a zombie fucking apocalypse, man. Fuck yeah. I could survive, man. Every fucking zombie movie there is, man. But I will say this. Tommy, our guitar player, works at NASA. And he assured me that the world is not going to fucking end on that day. So.
Did he give you another day like the next day?
I think the planet's just too big to fail.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what? I do know one thing. On September 22nd, Slayer will be playing on that day.
Yeah, I hope so too. Right.
And that day in December
That's
is
a bonus.
That day in December is on a Friday, so we'll be here.
That's right.
Broadcasting the last day of life.
You got
everybody.
Of course, we got to play Slayer, man. You got to play. Just fucking play the entire Slayer collection.
You got an admirer in the chat room, Jack.
I do.
Yeah, her name's Angela Rose.
Really?
And she said that you're so fucking hot.
Thank you, Angela. I appreciate that.
Now you want your phone number. All right, what else we got over there, Joe Dirt?
Well, continuing on with the story, like they conducted this poll. It was the IPSOS Global Public Affairs conducted the poll and surveyed over 16,000 adults in 21 countries.
I said poll.
Across.
You threw him off track. Be professional, Joe Dirt. Go.
Across those countries, the U.S. and Turkey rank the highest, with 22% believing that the world will come to an end on that day.
Yeah, I don't. Americans are so damn paranoid when it comes to this stuff like that. I mean, they're like, "Oh, the world's gonna end, and the apocalypse." What happened to Y2K? Remember when nothing happened?
Nothing happened.
People were paranoid about that.
Yeah, they're buying generators and water and all this other crazy nonsense, and nothing ever happened.
Hey, there's only one way to look at it. If it's gonna fucking happen, then we're gonna be dead anyways. Who gives a fuck?
Exactly.
As long as
we won't live to tell the story. So.
As long as Slayer is playing, I don't give a fuck.
As long as I got my iPod full of local music here in Cleveland.
Exactly. That too.
As long as I can get one last St. Louis combo from Famous Dave's barbecue.
Yeah.
That's all I care about.
As long as I can go to Steve's Hot Dog.
There
you
go.
Now you're talking.
A hot dog, huh? Okay.
Should have went there. All right. What else we got?
All right. Well, I got a new story here. A story out of Utah.
Okay.
A woman who purchased a box of tampons on Sunday at a Utah store returned home to find that the feminine care products were filled with cocaine.
Yeah. That's great.
Interesting.
Yeah, not the energy drink neither. The actual drug, cocaine, was on these tampons.
Smoke meth, hail Satan.
Exactly. Okay. I didn't hear that one before.
I've heard that quote. Well, a little different, but I heard like.
Is that a new technique to make them extra absorbent?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe the cocaine absorbs the blood or something. I don't know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The discovery by shopper Cindy Davidson has prompted an investigation by Salt Lake City cops who suspect that the stuffed tampons were part of a drug smuggling scheme that somehow went off the rails.
No shit.
You think?
Yeah. Wow, genius really put those two equations together. Yeah.
Chloroform works the best.
Yeah. Well, did you ever hear about the kids getting high off sanitizer?
Yep.
Hand sanitizer?
Well, yeah.
Bath salt,
hand
sanitizer.
There was some other shit they're getting high off of too.
Well,
man.
I just learned a new one last week from the last band that was here. There's kids that actually take, and the females do this a lot. They take a bottle of Jack or bourbon or whatever the case may be, and they dump it on the tampon, and then they stick it up there in their twat, and it gets them high.
Wow.
It gets them drunk faster.
That's pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah. So I wonder if a guy stuck it up his ass would he get drunk.
That's reverse absorbency.
Exactly. Right. So I wonder how that works, though.
Wow.
All right. What else you got, Joe Dirt?
Wow. I'm gonna switch stories because I got nothing else for that one.
All right.
That was pretty
Go ahead.
All right.
There's nothing else you can say about that story, neither.
Story out of Florida. A pair of Florida mud bogging enthusiasts married at the same mud pit where the groom proposed a year ago. I have no idea how to pronounce this person's name.
It's Hillbilly Bob. All right, go on.
I'll try it. Cody Eufanor.
What a name.
24 years old, and
Amen.
Karina Pasco, 31 years old, were married Saturday at the Hog Waller Mud Bog and ATV Mud Pit in Putnam County in Florida, in a ceremony described on the invitations as, quote, our big old muddy redneck wedding.
Hey, what's a hillbilly's famous last words?
I don't know.
Y'all watch this.
We need that joke drum. Yes.
Exactly. Finish the story.
There you go.
There it is.
There you go.
The wedding was preceded by several minutes of mud tossing among guests and independent visitors to the mud pit. ATV riders were asked to silence their engines during the ceremony.
Jesus Christ.
The wedding blended the families of Eufanor, who has 2 children, and Pasco, who has 4 children.
Oh, my God. It's like the freaking Brady Bunch at the hog waller mud bogging place.
That equals several. Several children.
There's your zombie zombie apocalypse.
Eufanor said the wedding doubled as a honeymoon. And this was a quote from Eufanor. I've got to get back to work Monday. This is our honeymoon. End quote.
Wow. It's insane. You got funeral homes having beans and franks at their funeral home and inviting the community in to sit down for a dinner. Now you got rednecks at a trailer park at a mud waller pig resort or whatever it is.
Well, here's a question.
Yeah, getting married.
I have a question. Okay, now the funeral home serving franks. Yeah. What the fuck are the franks made of? Like guts and shit that they pull out of the dead bodies?
Dude, the thing to me, I don't know. Were you listening to that story?
Hey, listen, necrophiliac. When you feel the need to crack open a cold one.
Yeah. Why do you think they call them wieners?
Exactly.
That's what they're made of.
They're having beans and cornbread and inviting the whole entire community in to have a dinner, a sit-down dinner at a funeral home. When you got the guy down the aisle a little bit with embalming tools, embalming some stiff, and then you got some other dude getting cremated, and then the whole entire time you're having a kid's birthday party in the parlor. And,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great, man.
That's why I said, you know what? If there was more funeral homes in Cleveland that would do something like that, we can get like at No End to go play that.
Yeah.
And I think it would be awesome.
It would be.
You know what? That would make more places for bands to play.
There it is, Dave.
There you go, Dave. Would you play
awesome,
a funeral
great
home?
idea. Fuck yeah, we would.
Why not?
Yeah, there you go. All right. All right, what else you got over there, Joe Dirt?
All right. A New Jersey woman has been charged with felony child endangerment after she allegedly took her 5-year-old daughter into a tanning booth.
This bitch is stupid.
Where the child suffered serious burns. Patricia Krenzel, 44 years old, was hit yesterday with a felony count approved by the Essex County Prosecutor's Office. She was arrested last week by the police department. The investigation of Krenzel began after cops were summoned to the elementary school attended by the kindergartner, who was in pain due to what appeared to be a severe sunburn. Ooh. The subsequent probe determined cops alleged that Krenzel took her child into a tanning booth at a Nutley parlor a week before, prior to her April 24th arrest. State law bars children under the age of 14 from using a tanning facility.
You think?
Exactly.
Investigators contend that Krenzel brought her daughter into a stand-up tanning booth without the knowledge of parlor employees.
The thing is that, I don't know if you've seen the mugshot of this chick, though. I would show it, but I don't.
Is that the orange broad, the Oompa Loompa?
That lady is so burnt. She looks like a burnt piece of toast.
Did you ever see that movie Kick-Ass?
Yeah, I saw
Remember
that.
they put that dude in that huge microwave?
Yeah.
How did they do that to her?
Well,
Fuck it.
Well, she's already doing it to herself already like that.
Exactly. Well, just fucking
Have you
finish it
seen the
quickly.
picture, dude? She's orange.
Yeah.
Her face looks like that dude's jersey.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like Tim Couch's jersey.
Yeah. Couch.
All right.
Just spray her with fire.
Fuck yeah. Bring her to a Rammstein show, put her first front row, and then just fucking spray fire all over.
Well, there was another chick too that actually endangered her kid too by taking bleach and putting it into her. I guess her kid has to use eye drops all the time.
Oh no.
And she put bleach into the eyedropper, and her kid is now blind.
Wow.
Because of it, though.
Nice.
I mean, well, now she's claiming that insanity or whatever the case. Dude, it's not insanity. You're freaking stupid for
That's
doing
stupidity,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
exactly.
you wanted to maim your kid, and that's exactly what she did. She maimed her kid.
Right.
So now she's trying to plead insanity where she doesn't have to go to jail, and she wants to stay in some halfway house for crazy people, or whatever the case may be. But the bottom line is that anybody that hurts a kid,
yeah,
that's messed up,
exactly.
Dude. That is messed up. I was also watching. I seen this story on Fox 8 right before I came to the studio today. Evidently, there was a soldier over there in Afghanistan that was Skyping back and forth to his wife, and in the middle of the Skype conversation, he got killed. and the wife at home in the States actually saw her husband die on the screen.
Wow.
That is insane, man. And I was saying on Facebook, I'm like, this war is going on, what, 12 years, 13 years or something like that now?
Over a decade.
Over a decade now. I think it's time for us to come home.
Yep.
I don't think we don't need to. I don't think
It's been
we need
time
to
for us to come home for years.
Exactly. Mission accomplished. What? George Bush on that carrier saying mission. No, it's not. It's still. We're still over there. They killed Osama bin Laden. Why do we need to still be over there? Let them fend for themselves. They're gonna be killing each other anyways. It doesn't matter.
As soon as we leave, they're gonna fucking. It's gonna be full out fucking anarchy anyways. Fuck it.
Exactly. Why should we be over there babysitting them?
Yep.
I don't, and using all of our resources to watch those guys so they don't kill each other. No, I don't care. Let them kill each other. I don't give a shit anymore.
They put them on the fucking border of Mexico.
Dude, you know what? You send the Mexicans. No, you send the Mexicans that come over to our states illegally.
That's what I'm talking about.
And then send them over there to fight the war.
Earn your citizenship.
Yeah, exactly. Earn your citizenship. That's what they did with the Irish.
Exactly.
When they came over. They
Right.
went and fought in the Civil War.
Exactly.
Fucking,
Uncensored Net Noise, you're on the air. What's up?
What you're making a joke about actually happens, because what happens is, if you have if you're like a foreigner and you join the U.S. Army and you get killed in action over there,
right?
You become an automatic U.S. citizen in most cases. That's a true statement. I mean, Bush was doing tons of friggin', promote people with U.S. citizenship, post, fucking mortem. But here's something very interesting. You bring up, why we're still in Afghanistan. Let's assume for one brief second that 9/11 happened the way they claimed. Okay, that Osama bin Laden did it.
Okay.
We killed Osama bin Laden. Why are we still there?
That's what I just asked.
We killed him. War's over. We're done here.
Right.
We killed Osama bin Laden. We killed the asshole that destroyed the World Trade Center. It's over. We win.
I agree.
We go home. Why are we still there?
Because,
why are we still there?
Because the reason why
apparently
it's the oil.
Apparently it's opium and natural gas. Is why we're still there.
Yeah.
Hey, getting on the opium, okay? Listen. This is fucked up, man. You look in the fucking streets, okay? You look at the streets and fucking heroin is a fucking pandemic right now. It's terrible.
It is.
I see more young kids on fucking heroin now because I'm in them rooms and I see these kids come in. And, we're not doing anything to fucking stop the shit. And that war on drugs shit is bullshit, okay? Because there's more and more fucking drugs coming into this country nowadays than ever before, and including heroin. And, it's fucked up, man, and you need the poppy to make heroin.
And I agree. Yeah.
I totally agree. I totally agree, man. And they run this shit, and they know it's profitable. The government pulls this shit in. I mean, they've proven it. I mean, they're over there guarding these fucking poppy fields. They've proven that shit. It's real. I mean, I'm not making other stuff up. If you don't believe me, go Google it. Go check it out for yourself. Don't believe, Bastard Bunny. Go read this shit for yourself. Go find out where the U.S. Marines are guarding poppy fields in Afghanistan. Go read that shit, okay? It's real. I'm not making that up.
Do you know how much money? Okay? Do you know how much money we make off of heroin? Billions. I mean, the court systems, just the money that is okay. Heroin is a very cheap drug to buy, and kids are buying it at alarming rates. Yep. And it's so sad, man, because I've seen so many kids. This album that we just wrote is a lot to deal with that. A lot to do with that. And one minute you're seeing a kid trying to get his life together and get off the shit. It's the hardest drug to kick the fucking habit off of. And then you see these kids like they'll get clean for like 30 days or like a couple months, and then the next thing you know, they relapse and they go right back to the same amount of dope that they were using before, and they're fucking dead because they overdose. And that shit it's real, bad, man.
That's what I feel bad about kids. These teenagers and these middle school kids, that's the ones I feel bad about. If you're like 30, 40 years old, you're doing heroin, for the most part, screw you. I'm done with, you've been doing that shit for years. But when you're a kid, and these people who are government provocateurs, they push this crap on kids. That's what pisses me off, because you're in 8th, 9th grade, and some asswipe comes up and starts giving you heroin for free, and that's the problem, man. That's what the death penalty was invented for.
Yeah.
Put a bullet in the back of their head, and that's the problem, and they don't do it.
Well,
You
the
know?
other thing is, too, real quick.
Do you really think that a guy, this question, Chris, who deserves that penalty more? A guy who pushes drugs on the eighth graders, or a guy who goes into a convenience store and who robs it, inadvertently kills the clerk by accident, he goes death row. Who deserves that penalty more? And I'll tell you what the answer is. The answer is the drug pusher, dude. That's who it is.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is, too, is that I've been noticing it has nothing to do with heroin or nothing, but you've been seeing a lot of those smoking commercials on TV a lot where the guy has a hole in his throat and he's talking through a little machine or whatever. Well, look, prime example here, there is a guy that one of our staff members here, his, I believe, aunt or whatever passed away because of the fact that she died of cancer, and she didn't smoke a lick in her life. And they're all saying that smoking causes cancer. Okay, yeah, it does. But the thing is that I don't see. There's a lot of people that are dying because of not only miscommunications or wrong things that are going on. It's just I don't know. The whole thing is crazy, dude.
Well, see, another thing too
Let me
is
tell you something right now.
kids.
That's hysteria. The big thing right now. The big thing right now is that Susan G. Cohen shit, whatever it is,
right,
and the Planned Parenthood. Let me tell you something, okay? Ignore the fact that Planned Parenthood is a fucking abortion factory anyway. But look at the whole cancer industry as a whole. All right, they've been promoting this treating of cancer for 50, 60 years.
Right.
No one's ever tried to figure out why the hell are cancer rates exploding. Why does one out of was it 3 out of every 10 women are going to have cancer by the year 2020?
Something like that, yeah.
30% of women, 30% of women in the year 2020 are going to have breast cancer. Okay, that's just breast cancer. It's higher for ovarian cancer. No one has gone out and done any research as to why. Why are these cancer rates? Let me tell you something. They don't want to cure cancer because it's more profitable to treat the shit. That's the problem. That's why AIDS are going to get cured. AIDS are going to get cured because it's a political disease. When it ceases to become a health concern and not a political issue, it'll get cured.
Right.
All right? That's the whole problem. It is more profitable in this country to treat drug addiction, to treat cancer, treat AIDS, or whatever, treat heart disease, treat obesity, instead of actually going to solve the root cause of the problem.
Right.
Because if you solve the root cause of the problem, nobody makes any goddamn money.
Well,
That's what's wrong with the fucking
the thing is, we can sit here all night and debate this thing, and nothing's never gonna solve the issues, and people don't want to realize.
That's true. That's true, man. But your listeners need to fucking go research this shit because people who listen to your show are the next generation of people. People bitch about the future leaders, that's who we are. I mean, you and I, we're in our 30s, man. I mean, it's time, for people like us that are stepping up. We're the leaders of the country.
Dude, I'm old.
These crusty old bastards who've been running this place for the last 40, 50 years into the ground, I might add, are sitting there sitting pretty on their billions of fucking dollars, man. You know it, I know it, everyone in your studio knows it, and everyone listening to your show knows it, but no one does a goddamn thing about it.
I agree. All right, Bunny, I appreciate you calling in, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, later. There you go. That's Bastard Bunny. He calls in every week. He's in our chat room every single week. Yeah, I agree with some of the things that he said, and it takes a lot of people to get involved. You have to get a lot of people involved in order for you. I mean, look, there's a lot of crap going on, like this Occupy movement that's here in Cleveland and all over the United States and all this. Did that do anything? No. All these different protests going on. Did that help anything? No. They're still doing the same stuff. So it doesn't really matter. It seems to me like you can sit there and talk about this stuff until you're blue in the face. It's still going to be an issue over and over and over again until someone actually stands up and says, you know what, I'm done with this and we're going to handle it. Then that's when things are going to get done. But until then, it's still going to be the same shit. And that's just my opinion, though. All right, one last story for Joe Dirt before we get the hell out of here. I know it's 11 o'clock, but we got one more story up on deck here.
All right, well, we'll end the show on a good note.
I hope so.
All right, a German nymphomaniac.
Yeah, now that's a good story.
Arrested after forcing
male or female?
Female.
Okay, well then, yeah.
All right.
A German nympho arrested after forcing a man to have sex with her 8 times has struck again, this time keeping her victim on the go for a staggering 36 hours.
That's awesome. Having sex with him for 36 hours straight.
That's fucking awesome.
The woman met her latest victim, a 31-year-old African man, on her way home from a sex addiction clinic in Munich.
I love that part. I knew he was going to read it verbatim, too. Go on.
Yes. She invited him back to her flat where she kept him hostage and forced him to satisfy her sexual demands.
Oh, yeah.
I love his quote, though. His quote says, "She's tried to kill me. I tried to escape. I tried to run, but I couldn't get away." That was his quote.
The victim eventually managed to break out of the apartment after his attacker fell asleep. He was later found weeping on the street by police. He fought back tears to tell them, quote, "I met her on a bus. She invited me back here. It was hell. I can't walk. Please help me." Munich police confirmed his ordeal in a press statement. The woman has now...
He couldn't walk, but he could get a boner.
The woman has now been taken into a hospital for psychiatric observation.
Sign me up with her, man. I can go 36 hours straight with her.
The man,
the
man escaped from her apartment like the first victim last month when she fell asleep. Dieter Schultz, 43 years old, had to guide police to her flat using his mobile phone on her balcony between sex sessions.
Wow.
A naked and frightened Schultz told cops, quote, "You've got to help me. She's trying to kill me with sex. I can't get out. And I can't go on."
Pussy.
Last line here. When police arrived to question the woman, she invited two officers to join her in bed for a quickie.
Damn, she even propositioned the cops. That's awesome.
Someone ought to send her
good
an
girl.
Award.
Yeah,
Good girl.
I know. Could you? I mean, what if this chick, came after you guys and actually took you hostage? Would you, for 36 hours straight, would you have sex nonstop?
Hell no.
No?
After my first nut, I just want to be left alone.
That's
For Christ's sake.
Yeah,
I don't want,
Shit, I can't have sex for 36 minutes. I get tired after that.
Well, here's the thing. If she can give, if it's like 36 hours straight, but if she can give me like an hour in between,
recharge
your battery,
man,
then maybe, yeah. I could probably do it, but no, not continuously, man. My penis would be raw. After
the
a while,
skin would peel off.
That's crazy, dude. That's crazy.
Why is my dick shedding?
Exactly. It'd be like a snake.
Yeah. She caught you when your man plumbing is backed up, right?
Exactly.
That's it.
Throw some DNA nunchucks.
That's it. Get the poison sucked out of your nuts.
Could you imagine that bedroom? It'd be a crime scene.
Yeah, exactly. Using the
black light.
Well, it looked like a fun house.
It'd be on the ceiling.
Missing is a couple of clowns.
Exactly. She'd be painting herself with it and everything.
There's so much fluorescent lighting.
She's using it as eyeliner. It's crazy.
Wow.
All right, guys. I want to thank the guys for coming in tonight. You guys got a show. Go ahead and plug that show one more time, Jack.
It's tomorrow night at the Foundry, and it starts at 8 o'clock. And it's Crossface, Kriadiaz, at no end. They got some specials too on the. They're gonna have like tacos and tequila and all kinds of stuff and
Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, Cinco de Mayo.
Yep.
And come on up 8 o'clock tomorrow, man. Some kick-ass bands, man. You don't want to miss it.
How can they find you guys?
How can they find us? They go to Facebook.com @NON/@NON and
yeah, we got one too. Kriadiaz on Facebook.
And you got the new CD coming up. I got the master copy of it. Dave actually gave me all the tracks from that CD, which we played one during the break, though. I listened to it, dude. That thing is good. I liked it.
Right on.
I really did. I really did like it, though.
That's only 6 tunes. It'll actually be a full length. There'll be like 13 or 14 tracks on it.
Awesome.
That's what we got coming up.
And that's a test master as well. So it's the real one's going to be better.
You know what? I like raw. That's cool.
Right on.
Except for my penis being raw. I don't want to go 36 hours with this chick either.
No, that demo that is demoed stuff we did in a bedroom. Like that's not even any of the recorded stuff that we did in the studio right now. So that's straight up raw. I mean, the only thing, like I said, it was done in a bedroom. So
all right, go ahead one more time, Dave. Plug that Facebook.
It's just Kriadiaz on Facebook.
Awesome. All right, we're definitely going to get Dave back in studio because I want to sit down with him on actually like a one-on-one with him and talk to him about this whole Mushroomhead thing.
Right on.
I definitely want to get in his head and find out what's going on. I do have a story about Mushroomhead too. I'll leave you with this. I asked the guys to come on the show a long time ago, maybe about 2.5 years ago. I asked them. I said, "Hey, would you guys be willing to come on our internet radio show?" I said, "You don't have to come in studio. You can always come on the phone." I tried to get Waylon from Mushroomhead to come on. And I'm not going to mention the person's name that said it, but they basically said, "We don't do internet radio. It's basically beneath us." They didn't say that part, but that's basically what they told me. So I got Dave. So there we go.
Right on.
At least I got somebody from Mushroomhead. And you know what? I'll actually have him back in to talk about his new band, Kriadiaz, and actually talk to him about a little bit more about Mushroomhead and why he split. And we'll talk to him. When you coming back in? When did Ron book you?
I think the 18th.
Awesome. All right, we'll definitely get him back in. So if you want to see Dave in studio again, come to the show, uncensorednetnoise.com. More information will be up on the website in a few days. Maybe by next week we'll have more information up there. We're going to get the hell up out of here. I want to thank you guys for coming back in, and especially you, Jack, dude. Dude, it's a pleasure having you in.
Hey, thanks, bro.
And
thanks for having us.
Check them out at the Foundry tomorrow, 8 o'clock, right?
Fuck yeah.
All right, Foundry, 8 o'clock. It's the old Hi-Fi. If you don't know where the Foundry is, it's the old Hi-Fi in Lakewood. Billy Moore still owns that, right?
Yes.
All right, cool. Yeah. So, and plus he does karaoke on Wednesday, I think.
Yeah, heavy metal karaoke.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Last week I watched a 13-year-old kid play Randy Rhoads licks, man, to a fucking T. It blew my mind. I couldn't believe it.
Awesome.
This kid was fucking unbelievable. And they did a bunch of, Ozzy and he did some Sabbath and shit. And then he did some Van Halen, too. And I was like, wow, this kid's 13 years old, fucking shredding it, man. It was pretty cool.
That's badass.
I'm gonna rag on Billy a little bit. I don't think he can play that many songs.
Billy.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna get the hell out of here. Peace. We're out.
Peace.
Okay, wait. I love you. Okay, bye. I'm not even going to say anything. It's so embarrassing.
What the fuck is going on? The crew at Uncensored Net Noise would like to thank the sponsors that make our weekly show possible. Cocaine Energy Supplement, Lifestyle Limousine, Intense Frequency Production, Guitar Center, North Olmsted, Ohio, Joe the Printer Guy, Broken Fan Media, and Pete99.com. Web hosting done right. Did you miss any of the show?
What the hell happened to you guys?
Actually, we were hoping you could tell us.
Then check out our website at morningshowcentral.com and visit the archives for this and other past shows. Also, check out the games, photo galleries, chat rooms, and more.
We're supposed to be fighting for truth, justice, and the American way here.
The views and opinions expressed on this show are not controlled by the FCC, our wives, girlfriends, gay lovers, or favorite barnyard animals. And if you have any complaints, call someone who cares. Be sure to tune in next week for another sick and twisted edition of Uncensored Net Noise.
Ah, conspiracy theories and masturbation. I suspected there was a connection.
If you have any questions, comments, bitches, complaints, or great stories about barnyard fetishes, shoot us an email at show@morningshowcentral.com. And be sure to check out the live show next Friday night, beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on morningshowcentral.com.
Must be great to be able to make a living doing something you love.
From Chris and the rest of the gang here at Uncensored Net Noise, have a great weekend, and we'll catch you next week.